Hey everyone, so today we're going to continue our topic on aromatherapy by talking about anti-anxiety oils and ways to help fight your anxiety through the use of aromatherapy. There are so many herbs readily available or oils readily available to help with anxiety. Now I'm not saying that aromatherapy can cure your anxiety, and if you have severe anxiety you want to make sure that you talk to your doctor. But these are just ways that I've used to help my anxiety. The reason why I'm talking about anxiety, first and foremost, is because it's what got me into essential oils. My first oil blend was an anti-anxiety oil. I was diagnosed with anxiety at the early age of 5 years old. But with the use of aromatherapy, I've learned to help calm myself down and even control some of my panic attacks. So I'm just going to go over some of the oils you can use and even my favorite blend. So the first anti-anxiety oil I want to talk to you guys about is Basil. Basil has a very uplifting scent, and it's good for mental fatigue and concentration. The reason why you want to focus on your concentration while having an anxiety attack or working with anxiety is because your concentration is going to keep you focused on your breathing and make sure you're focused on what you need to do, because when I'm having an anxiety attack, I can definitely not focus on one thing. So that takes us to our next thing, is clarity. You want to keep a clear mind and keep on track with what you're doing, focused on your breathing, focused on staying calm and collected. It also helps with your respiratory problems. When I'm having an anxiety attack, I notice that I really have trouble breathing and I'm all panicked and everywhere and all over the place. So respiratory or breathing troubles. It also helps with mental fatigue, which is caused by anxiety, and depression, which is also caused by anxiety. So the second oil we want to talk about is Bergamot. Bergamot is really good at one thing in particular in anti-anxiety workings: emotional imbalance. When you're really unstable and you're everywhere, your anxiety is going to be heightened. So when you're stressed out, depressed, overworked, any of those things can help get your anxiety going. So Bergamot is a great oil to keep at work or just have on you when you're stressed out, because it's going to help you, all of your emotions be balanced and focused into one thing. It's also really great with concentration and concentrating your emotions into one thing. So not over-exhausting yourself and doing too many things at once, which can also cause you to panic and get worried. So the third oil is Cedarwood. Cedarwood has so many great properties and can be used in many different ways. But it's great for worrying, stress-related disorders, or paranoia. Paranoia is something that you get when you're having very, very stressful times in your life and your anxiety is at its highest point. I know for a fact that I get very paranoid over storms or anything related to that. That's my trigger with anxiety. So cedarwood really balances me and grounds me. It also improves your focus, which is something that you definitely need during an anxiety attack, and it strengthens your purpose, or it helps with figuring out what your purpose is, so also clarifying your mind, and it's great for stability. Stability is another thing that I want to stress with anxiety. You want to feel comfortable and you want to feel grounded when you're having an anxiety attack. Those are the two main things that I always look for with anxiety. So our fourth oil is frankincense. Frankincense is great for exhaustion, which is caused by over-worrying and panicking, and it's great for panic attacks. Panic attacks are when your anxiety builds and you have a little fit. When I have a panic attack, that's like the worst, possible. Panic attack and anxiety attack are definitely the worst possible forms of anxiety. And it makes it so I get to the point where I am almost blacking out because I'm so worried and panicked. So frankincense is a great oil to keep on you when you know you're going to be in a stressful situation. It's also great for nervous tension and inspiration or inspiring creativity. The reason why you want something to inspire creativity or to invoke inspiration is because when we are having panic attacks, when we have anxiety, we need to release that tension. We need to release that anxiety by doing something that is going to calm us down, like drawing, painting, writing, reading, any of those things. Frankincense is a great oil to burn or to keep on your skin so you can inhale it throughout the day. So this next oil is definitely one of my favorites. I've talked about it in almost all of my videos so far. It's lavender. Lavender was one of the first essential oils I ever got and ever worked with, and it was also in one of the first blends I ever worked with, which was my anti-anxiety. So lavender invokes inner peace. Inner peace is something that we should definitely keep in mind when dealing with anxiety. It will help center and balance our chakras and keep us motivated to keep moving forward instead of stopping and becoming overwhelmed with our anxiety. It also helps with awareness. Awareness is something that we need to keep control of our environment. I know when I'm having an anxiety attack, I need to know what's going on and be very alert. So lavender is one of those definitely that you need to keep around. It's also good for balance, which I've already talked about a little bit with the inner peace, but it doesn't keep us balanced just inside, it keeps us balanced outside so we can focus on what we need to do and keep us breathing throughout the day, because I know sometimes it's definitely hard when we have anxiety and stress weighing down on us. So let's talk about a little bit about sandalwood. Sandalwood is a great anti-anxiety oil because it helps restore your spirit. And I noticed that our spiritual bodies or our auras really take a beating when it comes to anxiety or panic attacks. I feel like I'm completely drained, not only with my physical body, but also with my spiritual body. So sandalwood helps restore and uplift your spirit. It's also great for relaxing, calming you down, sleep, and insomnia. All great things to keep in mind when you're dealing with anxiety. So those are some of my favorite oils to use for anti-anxiety. So definitely if you suffer from anxiety or panic attacks, or even just have stressful anxiety that pops up once in a while, try creating your own blends. Don't just work with one of these oils, because when you mix them all together, they work even better. And that's the whole point of aromatherapy. It's taking a couple different oils that have different purposes and adding them together to create an all-in-one, good-for-anything oil. One of my tips and tricks would be to add Tangerine or Ylang Ylang to any of these blends. Tangerine is relaxing and invigorating. It's great for your spirit, it's great for your body, and it's great for your mind. Also, Ylang Ylang is great for anxiety and curing depression. It also helps stimulate your breathing and keeps your breathing in order and on track. So have fun working with these oils. Play around, smell around, and definitely just do what feels right to you. And make sure you write everything down in your herbal or oil journal so you can keep track of what works best for you and what doesn't work so well. So I hope this video helps you calm down and relax and get rid of some of that anxiety that we have in our everyday lives. Love and light, and I'll talk to you soon.